Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and here with me is Autumn Wiggins, proponent of bringing an aquarium to St. Louis. You're also another person. We have to give you put this into context. You're not just a proponent who had this idea.
Yeah.
You're the creator of Strange Folk Festival. Tell us about your background.
So Strange Folk this year will be the 10th year, and I haven't announced the location yet, but it'll be pretty cool. We're going back outside. And so that's 10 years for that. And then Upcycle Exchange, I started that in 2009, and it wasn't a store, and then it kind of had to become a store, and then I closed it, the shop on Grand, because I just wanted to move on and work on Strange Folk. Having it at Union Station was kind of a big deal this year, and so I took the store away from everybody, and they were not happy about it. So I brought it back, and I just started working full-time as program manager for Create Space in New City.
Okay, great.
And so that's kind of where I'm at, and just doing a lot of really neat stuff.
Well, I was saying, I think what's great about this is that you're a person that people follow in the community from clearly a creative standpoint, and as an artist, people really want to know, and a creator, someone, and an entrepreneur. You're all these things, but that you have a voice, and a voice that people follow, which is great. You came up with, because this is kind of like, again, back to this aquarium, this world-class aquarium idea, it's kind of there. We're not sure what's going to happen with it, but you've done something in the meantime to keep the momentum kind of going.
Sure, yeah. So when I think of a world-class aquarium, I do have some visual idea of what I think it could look like in a way that it could tie in those old buildings. I describe it to people as like aluminum steampunk Google campus. And, if I had time to sit down and draw all this out, like I would, and there's people that know a lot more about fish than me, but
Right.
I do imagine something that has a lot of features where, it's really a jewel, right? Because that's what world-class aquariums are. And so one part of it that I thought would be cool would be to kind of reinvent the gift shop and to have all these local artists make things that were inspired by fish in the ocean and whatever inspires them aquatic, marine, life-wise. And so at the shop on Cherokee, we're collecting items from local artists and selling them there, and then doing an art installation on top of it. That's like the whole store is turning into an aquarium. So we're calling it Pretend Aquarium. And if you search on like Instagram and see hashtag Pretend Aquarium, that's all we're doing right now. There's nothing going on but this kind of narrative about us building it.
Got it.
And then it's going to be going in. We're building it in February. You can come in and see, and it's going to go on through March. We have Ice Cream Cakes is making us a special ice cream for Pretend Aquarium, and Whisk Bakery is making special cookies, and those are coming soon.
So the installation is in February.
The installation is starting now, and we're just kind of building as we go. We just found a giant catfish yesterday, the giant stuffed catfish, so we put that up on the ceiling and stuff. So yeah, we're having fun with it and creating awareness, and hopefully selling some stuff for some local artists, and hopefully saying like, hey, this might be a good model for gift shops. Gift shops are a perfect place to sell local handmade goods. So yeah,
I love how you've kind of brought it back to sort of your wheelhouse in terms of what you do, to bringing this idea. I mean, when you think if this ever does come through, and you look back on this 10 years, what would you say would have been the kind of catalyst for how this happened?
Just all of the whole community of people that I know here. And it's just so amazing and crazy, the creative class in St. Louis, and how much work everybody does to make it happen. And so I just want to keep working really hard, and sometimes that means coming up with these crazy ideas and writing about them. I mean, I'm not going to start a blog or write on a regular basis, but if I feel like publishing something, then I put it through rigorous editing by my friends, and then I just do it.
And go from there. So what are the hashtags people should follow? Hashtag?
Pretend Aquarium will show you what's going on Cherokee Street, and then Fishies Not Football is what you want to hashtag if you are trying to talk to people about the aquarium, like on Twitter, like I want an aquarium. And a really good way to just kind of, get it out there is if you see anything that people say, well, we propose this or that on the North Riverfront, and nothing's really set in stone. So you can always make a comment that's like, hey, I want an aquarium instead, and and just make people aware of it, and hopefully when the time comes to maybe put something together, that's feasible, then we will be able to show. At least I've been collecting a lot of data about hashtags and
that you'll be able to,
you know, where people's hearts are with it. So compared to other proposals in the city. So
well, listen, it's the
show 'em.
power of one voice. Really, the power of one voice. I mean, you never know where it can take you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for talking about your idea. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right. Well, there's more STL Live right after this. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.